What if I told you the most unexpected spiritual shift in 2025 is happening among Gen Z? Everyone thought Gen Z would ditch faith. Too digital, too disillusioned, too independent. But something surprising is happening. The so-called post-religious generation is turning to prayer, to scripture, to spiritual communities on their own terms. And it's not a blip. From 2010 to 2025, belief is making a bold comeback. Not just in Christianity, not just in the US. This is global, this is generational. In the early 2000s, religion was retreating fast. Millennials walked away, churches emptied, temples quieted. Even in devout societies, younger voices were falling silent. Everyone assumed Gen Z would finish the job. No more labels, no more dogma, just vibes and Wi-Fi. But around 2010, the tide turned. At first, slowly, then suddenly. Gen Z didn't bury religion, they reclaimed it. From the US to the Middle East, from India to the UK, young people started asking, "Who am I? What do I believe? Why do I feel so empty?" And the answers? More and more, they led to faith. Change is happening to all walks of religious ideologies. Christian Gen Z is making headlines, but that's just one layer. Across Islam, Hinduism, Judaism, Buddhism, young people are awakening. This isn't a comeback for one religion. It's a multi-faith movement. It's not about who's right, it's about searching. For purpose, for identity, for peace. Some look to scripture, others to silence. The hunger, universal. The journey, personal. We're not all walking the same path, but we're all headed towards something sacred. Middle East and North Africa, more Gen Z Muslims are fasting, praying, diving into the Quran. India, young Hindus are blending rituals with modern life, chanting the Gita, going on pilgrimages, posting their faith. The West? Jewish youth are reviving traditions, pairing Shabbat with social justice. Even in Buddhist and indigenous traditions, Gen Z is showing up as keepers of wisdom. This revival isn't about checking boxes, it's about being real. You don't have to follow your parents' path. You don't have to be perfect. You just have to be open, curious, honest. Faith today isn't about rules, it's about heart. So no, faith isn't dead, it's being reimagined. By Christians, Muslims, Hindus, Jews, Buddhists, Seekers. This is just the beginning. We grew up in chaos, pandemics, climate change, mass shootings, doom scrolling. Faith offers what the world can't: stability, meaning, hope. That's not weakness, that's wisdom. We're the most connected generation ever, and somehow the loneliest. Faith offers something Instagram doesn't: presence, belonging, community. For many, belief isn't about doctrine, it's about home. We're told to find ourselves. Faith says, you were never lost. It gives us a story bigger than hustle, likes, or labels. It grounds us, guides us, and reminds us we're part of something eternal. Anxiety, burnout, depression. Gen Z is in crisis. And for many, faith isn't just belief, it's survival. Prayer, meditation, silence. Not rituals, remedies, and yes, they're saving lives. Faith isn't trapped in buildings, it's in your feed. TikTok preachers, Instagram imams, YouTube monks. Gen Z is reshaping belief, like we remix everything. Personal, accessible, fluid. We don't just follow a religion, we engage it, curate it, make it ours. From Kentucky churches to Indian Ghats, Gen Z is showing up. Not in robes, but in ripped jeans and sneakers, with headphones on. But hearts open. Faith is trending again, and this time, it's personal. Scrolling all day, talking to screens, feeling unseen. Faith says you belong. Whether it's a mosque, a meditation group, or a Zoom circle, spirituality is becoming a sanctuary. We care about justice, climate, mental health. So does faith. Gen Z isn't using belief to escape. We're using it to engage, to act, to heal. Faith is activism with a soul. We're not joining religion, we're remixing it. We want faith that's inclusive, honest, creative, and it's happening. From prayer apps to live stream services, we're building spiritual homes that look like us. Messy, real, digital, diverse. Imagine a generation that builds instead of breaks, that forgives more than it cancels, that shows up when the world needs healing. Faith could make us more grounded, more compassionate, more human. It's not about going back, it's about going deeper. This is not your parents' religion, and it's not your grandparents' world. This is Gen Z. Rebuilding faith, redefining belief, reimagining what's possible. You don't have to have it all figured out. Just stay open. Because this revival, it's real, and it's yours. If this spoke to you, like, share, and subscribe. Drop a comment. What does faith mean to you? And remember, this generation still believes.